Takashimaya, which is like a department store, but at the on the basement of this store you can find lots of bentos. So I'd recommend, if you're into bentos, go check it out. I'm always on the hunt for the best presentation. You can get a bento anywhere, honestly, but they look kind of cheap. They've got plastic packaging and it's clear at the top, and you can buy them in any supermarket, any convenience store, anywhere. But look, I'm bougie, especially for you guys, because it's Bento Chat. You're going to ask me questions or let me know what's going on in your life, and I'm going to react and answer. I'm going to try my best to answer these questions for you. This bento ice pack, because I just got it literally like 40 minutes ago. You're welcome. Bentos are to be consumed the same day. So the box, it's black and gold texture effect. This was probably the most expensive bento box, and to be honest, the one that I wanted to eat the most. Naturally bougie, what can I say? Yep. Simple. It's got a little sleeve. The sleeve is with the logo. Let's open her. Hold on. Woo! Cranberry. Okay. Oh, fuck. I was gonna drop that. Hello. Oh, she a pretty one. We got a selection of everything in here, honey. We got some mixed veg with some prawn. We got, looks like 3 meats. We've got beef. We've got chicken, fish, and we've got something that's fried with a side of spinach, maybe sweet potato. We've got rice with the meat, rice with the egg, and we've got rice with pickles. And then in the middle, in the center bottom, we've got something that's fried again. I don't know, mystery meat. And we've got some seafood and a daikon radish that's cut into a pretty sakura. Oh, so gorgeous. I am just hoping it's better than Kyoken, because you know how Kyoken, I love Kyoken. All right, I rep. I need to get sponsored. I really need to contact them, honestly. Kyoken, if you hear me, send me some, man. Like, ooh, alcoholic oshibori. That's a bit fancy. It's actually got words on it, so you know what it is. This is to wipe your hands. Should I use it in a toothpick for after? No karashi, which is mustard. Thank you. Thank you very much. Wipe my hands a little. Not too much, only the tips, because my hands are very sensitive. Yeah. God, it reminds me of 2020 all over again. I'm getting flashbacks. Anyway. Itadakimasu. Oh yeah. Oh my God. I forgot we're doing questions. I'm just ready to eat, guys. I ain't even gonna lie. It's just an excuse to spend time with you. Right, okay, here we go. Cold Capricorn asks, 6037, how's your mental health during the holidays as someone living away from your family, and how are you staying motivated in this cold seasoning? I'm hungry. Sorry, in this cold season. I personally struggle with seasonal depression. You know what, it's a real thing. Yeah, when it gets colder, it's just natural. Our bodies need vitamin D. We need sunlight. That's how we thrive. We're like plants, to grow, to thrive. That's what most of us need. So, and I met somebody recently who lived in, I believe it was Sweden, where it's like really cold and they have like hardly any sunlight. So people get seasonal depression. So I totally get it. For me, I don't really, do I get seasonal depression? I just get cold, man. I like staying home. I like to be cozy. And I do thrive in the sun, so I don't think I get seasonal depression. I just get fatigued and I get more tired easily because it's just so cold. I do not like the cold at all. How do I cope? I surround myself with people that I love outside of my family, like my chosen family, my friends. I spend time with them. I do things that cheer me up. I'm pretty much like a loner half the time. I have friends, but I do enjoy my alone time. So for me, I don't really struggle too hard. And for those moments that I do struggle, I do the things that make me happy. I go outside, and even if I'm not talking to anyone, being in a crowd or being in busy places kind of cheers me up and lifts me up a little bit. And especially when I see other people who are alone doing the same thing I do, it just makes me feel good. But that might depress some people more, like, I'm so alone. But for me, I don't mind. But yeah, I just surround myself. I just watch things, do things that make me happy, eat delicious food, and hang out with my friends and things like that. If you have a pet, play with your pet. Like, just find the things that you like and do those things. And if you do want to get the Christmas vibe, go to where you feel that vibe. You know, you have to create that atmosphere yourself, because you can't always expect people to bring the cheer to you. You have to go find it, you know. So that's what I do. How do you deal with being away from friends and family if you're not in the same country? I'm thinking of living in another country for goals, but I don't want homesickness to make me regret such an amazing opportunity. Oh yeah, sorry. And for the homesickness part, I would say that's kind of inevitable for most people, especially if you're a foreigner living in a totally different country or not even nearby. And even then you can get homesickness because you're not in that environment anymore. But I wouldn't let that deter you from experiencing new things. You can always go back. Just live your life, experience. You'll learn so much about yourself, other people, the culture. Do it. Try it. If it's not for you, it ain't for you, and return. Let's get into this daikon. Oh, it's not crunchy, it's soft this time. I'm not mad at it. Very savoury. Salty soy sauce, you know. I'm gonna jump back and forth between Instagram and YouTube because I asked questions on both and you submitted on both, so thank you. No questions, just happy to know you're treating yourself and it's fun to have the bento tradition. Thank you, yes, I'm glad to bring it back for you. So you're welcome, darling. I was dead, but I revived. Yay, I still got a few exams until holidays. Good luck. Gosh, these exams, man, be killing us, man. But you gotta do it, you gotta get through it, and you will get through it. Just study hard. Put your head down now so later you can reap all the rewards and benefits. Good luck to you. Can you do a makeup tutorial vlog? I can shove it in, maybe not now because I'm really busy, but maybe in the new year for you. I will do like a makeup vlog section so you can see what I use on my face. It has been updated so slightly. Hopefully my face is popping right now. I've got makeup on, guys, don't be fooled, obviously. Like my natural skin is not like this, and I'll show you my face like naturally. I'll show you the whole process if that's what you wish. Your wish is my command. There you go, cheers. I don't know what this is. It looks like a solid piece of potato. Look at that. Like, hello? Hello? I've never tasted anything like this before in Japan in my life. Is that yam? Hold up, Jamaica, hello? Is that yam? I don't know. It's good. Let's get into this. I'm curious. Because this thing, it looks like, I don't know, it looks like, I don't know what it looks like. It looks fun. That's what it looks like. Oh! Oh my freaking... Merry Christmas! What the hell? That's a fish cake. Fried fish cake. Oh my god. That is good. I'm feeling that. I'm going to save it for later. Save the best till last. Yep. Actually, let's get the fish. You guys, I'm so hungry. It's like lunchtime. Low-key, kind of tastes like escovitch fish, just on the sweet side. Did a Jamaican just come and say, you know what, let me just sprinkle a little bit of culture on this thing? Like, hello? Black person must have put their hand on this one. I'm telling you. Good. Back to you guys. I'm not sure if you've had more or less experience dating in Japan from dating in England, but I'd love to know the differences in guys' mannerisms. I've been dating a South Londoner for nearly 8 years and it's still a culture shock for me as a Latina. Oh, I'll be curious to know what your culture shocks are. Honestly, like, I think I could go very deep into this. I might make this a whole video for you, but briefly, the main differences I would say is just being straight up. I feel like British are polite. They're like, I always say British people are like a hybrid between Americans and the Japanese, meaning like there is a time and a place where you have to read the room and the undertone and stuff like that, and we are kind of polite, but then there's other times where we cut the bullshit and we're like, you know, like, you want to go, let's go kind of thing. So very vocal sometimes. So yeah, we're like a hybrid, I believe. And for me, that was one of the things that I noticed between cultures, is that I feel like British men are more outspoken and more confident to say what they really think and feel, because that's my native language. Maybe I just feel that naturally, but I feel like more unsaid things are said for British guys, whereas in Japan I feel like they're very like avoid conflict, avoid, you know, confrontation, avoid speaking about emotions and stuff like that. So it's like you really have to, not everybody, but I feel that I have to like pull some certain information out of Japanese guys that maybe I could get a lot easier if I dated a British guy. That's just one. I might make a whole video, so stay tuned. Egg is sweet, but not as sweet as usual, so that's good too. There's a lot of veg in this one, so that's good. Actually, let me get into the meat. Oh, is that meat? Mmm! The flavour. Oh, that meat's so good. Sukiyaki. Why am I spazzing out? Okay, anyway, back to you guys. Beauty products you've tried in Japan and didn't work for you. New customs or traditions you've created during the holidays, or ones you would like to create. I I don't really F with Japanese beauty. Maybe I trust like the face wash, like the makeup, the toner or the makeup remover. I'll trust that. There's a lot of things that have whitening in, so you have to be very careful when you buy certain products in Japan, because I ain't trying to like change my whole skin tone. Thank you very much. I have like this argan oil that I used for my hair. Shampoo is standard shampoo. Like facial stuff, like facial cleanser and face masks, I'll trust in Japan. Makeup I'll trust, but I don't really like the Japanese makeup. You know what it is? For me, it's the packaging. It's not even the quality, it's the packaging. It's ugly and it's outdated. Come for me. I've said what I said. Do better. If I ever become big, I'm not getting any sponsorships. Hi Noel and Laurel and Noel. It's usually their birthday, so we usually do a thing around then, which is nice. It's like birthday / Christmas, and it's just a lovely tradition. If I'm here, or I'll go out to some meal. I do not date unless it's requested or I have a boo thing. I might just let them dabble in my culture, be like, look, here you go, try this, British, you know? Seeing illuminations, going to a Christmas market, those are all traditions, but I feel like that's everyone, you know, it's just what you do on Christmas. Even in Japan, it's picking up more and more. What are yours? Hi Corny, I would like to learn about gift-giving culture in Japan and compared to how you grow up. Ooh, zucchini. Yes! I'm passionate, okay? Leave me alone. This is a hamburger. Can't ever go wrong with hamburger. Triple A. Oh yeah, what was you saying? Shit, I forgot the question. Sorry. The gift give all the time. They do a lot of gifts from travel. Mini gifts, gifts for no reason. There's you see the mini omiyage on your desk when if you're working at a Japanese company. You'll find like mini cookies or something small. But an actual gift I think is reserved for close friends. And to be honest, I don't have many close friends. I don't have close friends that are Japanese here. So I don't really know about the friendship side of gift giving. I know the boyfriend, but boyfriends are boyfriends, the girlfriends are girlfriends. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just normal. You give a gift. Christmas here is directed geared a lot towards couples. So people typically exchange gifts, not exactly on Christmas Day because they might be working, but they try to, or around Christmas. Couples will give each other gifts. Friends, not as much, but quote me if I'm wrong, if you got gifts from a close friend as a foreigner, maybe that's because they're trying to adapt to your culture and like, oh, here's a gift for you, even though it's not my thing. I know it's your thing, so I love you. You're my friend. Here's a gift and whatever. I don't know. So, but that's the things I've noticed compared to when you're a kid, when you're younger. When I was a kid, you'd give gifts to your best friends and obviously your family and stuff like that. I mean, I still give gifts to my family. But yeah, like in Japan, I don't think some kids get gifts, some don't, and some just wait for New Year's, because at New Year's in Japan, they get something called otoshidama, which means like money. So a lot of kids are like, hell yeah, I'll wait for the money, like Japanese tradition, wait for that money slip. You're golden. Christmas, if you think about it, is like, I know for the Westerners it's a bit mixed. It's like a lot of people kind of celebrate Christmas, but and Christians, but Christianity. So it just depends on how you see Christmas. Some Christmases is like, yeah, we just get the gifts, we spend time together, but there's no deeper meaning to it. Do you know what I mean? The meaning, well, not deeper meaning, but you know what I mean? There's no religious meaning to it. It's just about family. So everyone's different, but here there's not so much of a link to the religious side. It's more consumerism, and there's not even a real connection with family or anything like that. It's more a couple thing. Anyways, that was the longest answer, but there you go. Hopefully it answered. But when I was young, yeah, gifts to your friends, gifts to your family, eat dinner together. Christmas Day is off. You go to Christmas markets, you do Christmas shopping, you do Christmas wrapping. My mum made me wrap everything, mother. Now I'm an okay rapper, but because of her, and like decorating the tree, like there's a whole thing. But gift giving, yeah, I don't know what this is. This is once again fried. It looks like fried mixed veg. Do you guys remember, like, what was it called? Was it the veg, the dino veggies? Like they were like dinosaurs, but they were like vegetable and potato and fried. Oh my god, that shit hit. And only the vegetarians could have. When I was like in elementary school or primary school, they used to serve these like dinosaur vegetable and potato like nuggets. no meat in them, and only the vegetarians could have them. But sometimes I'd change my preference and be like, I'm a vegetarian, because those things slapped. That's what this looks like. Let's try it. It's not that. The potato isn't, the texture is not potato. It's a fish cake again, I think, with, I'm trying to think of the name. Is it Odin? It's like, I can't explain the taste. It's like a very, it's hard to explain if you haven't tried it in Japan, but I know this taste, but I can't explain what the taste is like, but it's good. I really like it. What is this? Oh, this is hard to grab. It's on a slant. Thank you for that. I think it looks like sweet potato. Sweet potato. Mmm. Oh, surprise. What is this? Hello. It's good. Why am I talking to the food? I'm crazy. Okay. That's nice. If you like vinegar, it's got like that vinegar taste with fish. That pairing, vinegar and fish, and vegetable, and onion. Escovitch vibes. This is real crab. It's probably imitation crab, but I'll take it. Have you ever tried visiting a hairstylist in Japan? And if yes, how was it? I'm going to pair it with the one below because it's almost the same. Places that black people can get their hair done. I've always wondered where I'd go if I lived in Japan. Is there many? What's your experience? I have no experience. By choice. There are a few, and I think Sunday did a video talking to a hairdresser. There's not many. And I feel like she's probably one of the main ones. I'll drop a link, because there is someone I'm following, but I can't remember the name. I'll drop the links down below of whatever I find. But I have personally never been to a hairdresser in Japan. I know that may be a future video. It's just, I'm too lazy. Most of the people live in Tokyo, and I live in Yokohama. So, first to get an appointment. Next to get the hair done. To be honest, like, wigs are just easier. I just pop it on. But I am sometimes tempted to get a little braid bust down, you know what I mean? Like summertime, like, ooh. But most of the time I'm just like, oh, I can't be asked to sit down there. To sit down for hours at a time with my big old head. I ain't got the time. Just be prepared. It probably is going to cost a little bit higher because, you know, speciality. There's not many black people hairdressers. There are some you can go to if you really, really need to. Just be prepared to travel. I'm very spoiled. Like, I used to have my hairdresser come to me back in the UK, so I didn't have to go anywhere because I just hate being at hairdressers. I really do. From when I was a kid, and I used to have to sit there for hours, and they're there talking, and I'm there getting hungry, and my mum has to come in and bring me food, and I'm just like, I don't want to be here. It's my worst nightmare. I don't like hairdressers. So there you go. And that's probably why I've not done the videos that go viral. I go to a Japanese hairstylist and fuck my hair up. Hell to them. I don't trust nobody. I'm sorry. I need to see your credentials, ma'am. Have you lived abroad? Have you studied black hair? What is your history? No way you're putting your hand in my head. I don't know where you've been. Where you haven't been. And I love my hair. I love my natural curls. So for the chance for somebody to fuck that up, absolutely not. No, thank you. I protect my curls. This random black bean just sitting there. Let me eat you. Ah! That black bean was too sweet. That was like a dessert. No. You're the worst thing here. Everything else 10 out of 10. How you pay or save for travel? What's your flight, hotels in Korea? Where and how did you get around? I am not going through all the finances of South Korea because I can't be asked, to be honest. But the way that you save is you just put a little bit aside each time. That's the way I save for anything. Put some money aside, make my plans of where I'm going to go. I'm a planner. I like itineraries. I like to plan. I like to know what I'm eating. And I like to know my budget. And then I go above that budget, obviously, because there's things that you think, oh, actually that costs more, or I have to get here to do this. Ways of travel was by taxi, by public transport a lot, and walking, because a lot of the places that I stayed was nearby to where I wanted to be, which is like smart thinking. Think ahead, plan ahead, so you're nearby to the places that you want to be. So you don't have to travel a lot, which is great. Back to the meat. Back to the meat. Look, that looks like ham. Say Christmas. Or is it bacon? The fat on that make me want to throw it back. Ooh! Amazing. 10 out of 10. Rated number 3. Hello? Guys, are you crazy? Is it because of the calories? Because the calories are higher and the bento is bigger. But it's only number 3. This should be number 1. Number 1 look whack. Yeah, man, they're on crack. I'm rhyming today. Hey! How many times have you been in love? Oh! I would say maybe like once or twice. This is just spinach and egg. Oh no, tofu. This is tofu and spinach. It's a nice little break for my taste buds. In this little cup. The first time I fell in love. Was I in love? I don't know. I tend to question myself. You know, like, was it really love? Because when you're young and dumb, you think it's love, and you look back and you're like, was that actually love? Or was I just infatuated with that person? Or did I think like that was my idea of love, so it felt like it at the time, but then you realise you grow older and you're like, that probably wasn't love. It's just like I really like that person. My first love destroyed me. Oh yeah, before I was jealous, possessive. I was ready to fight people for him. I used to wait at the window and check for when he came back. I love that man. I cooked for him, cleaned for him, helped him with his homework because it was at university. As friends, I didn't even like him like that at first, but things happened and then I just grew feelings for him and I became obsessed. Then when we broke up, heartbroken, depressed, on the floor, an absolute mess. And slowly I had to pick myself up, and that's when I started training and like trying to change my life around and stuff. So thank you. You helped me. The other one was in Japan. He just treated me really well. We spent a lot of time together. He was like on a level with me. Like he made me happy when we were together. When we spoke about things, he was very interested in me, like curious. He asked great questions. We had great conversation. Sex was fire. Let me mention that. Sex was fun. Just a great human being overall. Just not here anymore, not in this area. So it just didn't work out. But I really did. I think I loved him. I think I did. And I was really sad. We both cried when we said goodbye. And that's the, oh yeah, the one last Christmas I spoke about him. So check out that video if you want the whole story, because, but that, I think I was in love with him. I do. Thanks for that one. Nice. It's a nice little feeling. Oh, let's go to the total opposite. Are any new fuckboy series? Thank goodness, no. Since the last one that triggered like so many people, speaking about some like triggering things. I wasn't trying to generalize, but it's like my genuine thoughts, and some people can't handle that. So the last toxic or fuckboy series was actually my ex-boyfriend. I haven't had or dated a fuckboy since then. Thank God. So, and that's been over a year ago. Not for now. I might dabble and go further back into the past of like small little instances. Not like, it won't be too crazy, but there have been other fuckboys, but just ones that I didn't care to like remember or talk about. But I might bring it because it's been dry recently, which is good. Very good. What's the best meal you can remember having? Best meal? That's a tough one. I don't think do I have a best? I mean, this one's hitting right now. This is really good. But if I can remember. About Shogun Burger and how delicious that was, because I didn't expect it to hit like that. And it did. The burger was just, oh, it was just divine. So maybe Shogun Burger was the best meal I had recently. I can't remember any others. There's probably a lot more, but like that was the best one I remember. Sorry if it's boring. Don't have to have chains around the world, but if you ever come to Japan, try Shogun Burger. It's really good. Tattoos in Japan. I'm pretty inked and would love to visit. You can visit, just know if you're tatted up, things like going to the beach, going to onsen, or like a sports center, public fitness center, or even one at your hotel may cause a little bit of trouble. They may ask you to cover up. They may deny you completely. I would recommend, if you want to travel in Japan and you want to try the onsen, you want to work out at the gym, and you want to go to the beach, depending on when you come, I'd see what the guidelines are there. I think some people have had mixed reviews. Some have been denied, and some are like, oh, it's fine, nobody bothered me. And some have said, I've been asked, or there's been signs for me to cover up. So I'd check those things if you want to enjoy and make the most of your time in those ways. Check it. But for anything else, like walking around in public, no one's going to bother you. You're golden. And, you know, as a foreigner, I meet a lot of other foreigners who are tatted too. And those are the things that I usually talk about. But everything else is usually fine. Yeah. But enjoy Japan. I'm almost finished me. How can I stop feeling disgusted by men? Girl. Look, I'm sorry, men. If you're watching, don't be triggered, okay? I speak for myself, not for her. I love men too much. This is my problem. This is why I got so many story times. I love men, okay? You guys are beautiful. You guys have an energy that nobody else can bring. You know what I mean? Love ya. But at the same time, what the fuck? What are you doing? Also, why I don't have kids and I'm not married? Hello? What are you doing? Girl, I get the ick all the time. I'm sorry. I do. I get the ick. I get turned off. I totally know what you mean. And it could be by little things that maybe don't seem so big to them, but like when you witness the same thing over and over and over again and you're like, can we not just try and like do it right? Does the ick, I think you just have to, a lot of men disgust me for different reasons. They could be my friend, they could be my co-worker, they could be my actual man, okay? But I think the key is just finding the right people that you're willing to put up with. Because I think everybody in life, even women, like the opposite way around, I'm sure men get disgusted by women too. But I feel like women get the ick and we still like persevere. But I feel like once men get the ick, it's like, okay, bye. I feel that like the standards are higher. I feel personally. If you don't agree, let me know. But like, I don't think that will ever end. Like, men can be nasty as well, man. I told you, I've seen people clip their toenails in the office. I've seen people pick their nose on the train. So, oh my God, don't get me started on how people fart on trains, especially men. And I know it's the men, I know, because I'm surrounded by them on the train and I smell fart. And especially before they get off the train, they do the last, let me just drop one here real quick. Nobody will notice. We know, okay, walking around smelling like egg, methane. Disgusting. I hate it. I hate it. I know it's natural, but I want to smell you. I want to see you, not smell you. Thank you very much. I'm getting the ick talking about this. But love you. Yeah, I've seen all kinds of things. I saw someone wipe their snotty nose on their sleeve and then carry on talking to me like it was normal. I'm like, people sniffing their socks and I can't. I'm eating. I'm sorry, girl. It never ends. You can't stop, but just find the one that you're willing to tolerate and think, you know what, I still love you, even your no nasty ass. All right, I still love your nasty ass. Sorry. Tips on getting over being ghosted, lack of communication. People, look, you got to realise that people have their reasons. It ain't right. And it ain't okay, but they're going to do it anyway. Rude! Being ghosted. I think people aren't here to waste time. And honestly, if they're not into you, take it as you're lucky. Alright, they're letting you go instead of dragging you on. What would you rather? They ghost you and disappear? Or drag it on just to say, oh, I don't like you in the... I'd rather people disappear out of my sight. I ain't ready to like... I'm not ready to have a dragged out interaction. If you ain't into me, fair enough. I don't need your reason. And I think it just depends on how long have you been talking with that person. If you've been talking for months and months and months and weeks and weeks and weeks, like, and they disappear, that's disrespect. And I'm sorry that happened to you, but you have to just learn. People can be absolute dicks and just try and get over it the best you can. Carry on dating. Don't let it deter you. But if it's like a short thing, short period of time and they ghost you, leave it be, man. They're doing you a favour. You don't want somebody that doesn't give you the time and energy that you give to them. And if it's not equal and it doesn't feel good, it saved you, you know. Well, I'm sorry that happened. It does suck. Especially nothing to... Some guys have got nothing to say, nothing interesting to say. It bothers me. Okay, anyway. How have your interactions been with Japanese people, being that you are black and from the UK? Well, I told you about school. That was horrible. How she introduced me with a rap video. That pissed me off. Sometimes I get asked questions like, do you like basketball? Just assuming all the black stereotypes. And I'm like, no, I don't even like sports. The fuck? Sometimes. In fact, I don't feel like, as a black woman, I don't feel like, it's more like as a foreigner, as a British person, they get curious about like where I'm from. Unless like you like my toxic ex who's like kind of infatuated with the idea of urban black people, that whole culture of the hip hop culture and all that. And it's like a fetish, which I run away from. Usually it's fine. I don't really feel that way. I feel like it's just a foreigner thing. You're either a foreigner, it's not really black, white, for me when it comes to interactions with Japanese. Yeah, That's it. Just curious, ask me questions, and that's it really. I don't feel offended most of the time, so that's good. Background, what made you move to Japan, and what do you do besides Instagram? Besides Instagram, I do YouTube. Besides YouTube, I do teaching. Besides teaching, I do private teaching. Besides that, I don't know what my next hustle will be, but I don't think this is the end for me. I feel like there's other things I can do, just don't know what it is yet. My background, I don't know what you mean. Do you mean like, I don't know what you mean. You should be a bit more specific. Do you mean my culture? Do you mean my working history? What do people mean when they mean my background? I'm black. Most of me. Grandparents are Jamaican. Mixed and non-mixed. Both of them. Don't know what else to tell you. So I'm like second generation Jamaican. Do you use any Japanese hair products? That ties into the other question. So I'll lump those together. Thanks guys. I want to see you. Oh, Piggles, I want to see you too. You're going to have to wait though till New Year. I'm too busy, babes. But love ya. Of course I got dessert. It wouldn't be me if I didn't get a dessert. Hello. Christmas, everyone. Okay, all right. Themed cake. Guess what it is? You got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Merry Christmas. Hallelujah. Look, Merry Christmas. Doesn't that look delicious? Pistachio. Look at the cream. I'm ready. Take me to heaven. Okay, right. Oh my God, I forgot the question again. My trees. All trees. So silly. I can't help myself. Other than Japan or the UK, where else in the world would you like to spend Christmas? Anywhere that has a Christmas vibe. About 5 years ago, I went to the Philippines and that was a whole Christmas vibe. So anywhere that has a Christmas vibe, I want to be there. I don't want to sit there like people are like, crickets. Christmas, hello? No. Okay, do you want me to speak on self-love? Actually, love you and hope we can finally meet in Tokyo. That would be lovely. You open your heart to love. How have you dealt with that process? Opening your heart to love, it may take some, it depends on your character. It may take a while for people. If it's there, it's there. If it isn't, it isn't. You should always go with your heart and how you feel. You know, things can grow, but I feel like you just know deep down and you should really listen to your instincts and your heart. Everything can grow and like, you know yourself more than anybody. And yeah, just listen to yourself. Something that where you feel safe to be yourself, you feel comfortable, you can express yourself, and you know, you're not offended by that person, they don't hurt you. It's just peace. That person is your peace and your safe place. That's what love is to me, and I feel satisfied with their actions, with the way they speak to me, with the way that they touch me. They meet my needs. That's what love is for me. There's different levels of love. That's why you have love from your family, love from your friends, and love from your partner. And yeah, that's what I believe love is. So if I feel all that, I love you, man. So to be open is to try. Just try. Try and let them in. You know, try and give them a chance. If it doesn't feel right, then it's not for you. What is it truly like living in Japan for a while? What is it truly like? Other people might say it sucks. Like I met somebody the other day and she'd been there for like a year and she's like, I hate it, I want to go. I'm ready to leave. And I'm like, fair enough, can't relate. Been here like 7 years, cannot relate to you. But different. But for me personally, life is truly like, it's not all roses. There will be times where you feel lonely, you feel depressed, you feel alienated, you know, you feel like, why is everything so freaking expensive? Or why do people do things this way when it's so simple they could do it that way? And like, why don't people speak their mind? Why is the interaction a bit awkward? Like, why do I have to make an extra effort just to be around the bush and can't just be direct? There's certain mannerisms, rules, social cues that you have to learn here. And it's not easy. And obviously the language, people who are actually studying the language, it's not easy for most either. So for me, what it's really like is, it can be tough at times, but to me, my lifestyle here and my happiness here is higher than what I believe it would be in the UK. So that's a good reason for me to continue living here personally. It's just I want a partner who can live that life with me, because I am happy here, but that's why I want a partner. Oh my God, let me just. But it's just very creamy. I've been out on a pistachio kick lately, have you noticed? What is the centre? It's a bit tart in the centre. I think it's strawberry. Why is the pairing always pistachio and raspberry? Not mixed up, guys. It is possible, you know, like, think outside the box. Why am I cursing this whole cake? Sorry, it is good. It's delicious, but... And it's moist. And it's cute. My favourite dessert, but... there's like layers to it, you know. At least it's not a bloody light sponge cake. I hate those in Japan. Disgusting. No flavour, nothing. Just cream and sponge. Japan is what you make it to be. It's how you feel about the culture. It's how you feel about the people. I get frustrated sometimes, and other days I'm like living in bliss. Like, I can't believe I live here. I'm so happy. This is so cool. You know? I still love it. Still traveling. Still have goals in terms of Japan. And I think that also links into another question that I usually get is, are you leaving? Not for now. When anything ends is, or I feel might change, is if I start a family or if I get married. You know? Or if I can't be here for like medical reasons or financial reasons. But for now, I'm here, guys. Creamy! I've got little chocolate balls on there as well. It's cute. The process is like, I think the process is like experience. Experiencing things, actually talking, communicating with people, spending time. You'll learn these things in it with time. With time and effort. What do you think about the konbinis tricking their customers? Tricking them for what? Enjoying good food at a low price. What do you mean tricking them? What is the trick? I don't understand. The only trick I feel that konbinis do is release seasonal stuff. And if you become attached to that seasonal stuff, don't do it. Okay, that's the trick. And then it'll be gone. And you'll be like, but I really liked that item. And sometimes you'll never see it again. And you're like, that was genius. Why did you do that, guys? Torture. Stick. Even made a reel about it on Instagram. I'm enjoying it the more I eat it. You need to explain yourself though. You need to tell me, like, is there something that I'm missing? Because that's the only thing I feel like. Dear, sorry, please let me know down below if you've got any other extra questions. I'll try and answer them in another video. That'd be cool. Did you have any goals for your channel when starting your YouTube? What are your goals now? Oh, that's a good question. When I started this channel, honestly, I had no goals. No, the goal was to start and to just record my memories. I've always very much been into documenting things and like recording things, and I used to make mini home movies and things like that when I was younger. It's just been my style, so it was like a no-brainer for me. Before I came here, I did it a little bit in Thailand, but it wasn't so much like me talking to the camera. It's like just filming my environment. But yeah, my aim was to try vlogging, the vlog style. My aim was to just record memories so I can look back and remember, like, I did that and I experienced that, because, you know, I might not have this memory. I mean, literally, I might get dementia, I don't know, but like, it's a good way to have. It's a good way to have all these memories and look back and like, oh, that was me, like 10 years ago. Aww. Then I realised, oh my God, people are actually interested in what I do here. Me as a woman, as a female, as a foreigner, as a black person, as a British person. You know, I cover a lot that most people don't. As someone who is a serial dater, or has been a serial dater, just cover a lot that people don't usually typically cover in Japan. No, not saying they don't exist, of course they do, but like, it's just not as common. Yeah, people are actually start subscribing, watching me, commenting, coming back, like actually forming a community and forming conversations. And I see the same regular people, and now that they have little like purple hearts next to their name, and they're regulars, and I adore them for that. And like, they know me and they remember other things, and they link that in and say, oh, Corny, I saw this and I thought of you. Or they'll say, Corny, oh, I remember you said this, what about this? And I'm like, you actually like me, you remember. It's lovely. So now I think my goals are for my community to grow, to get more sponsorships. I would like more sponsorships of things that I'm interested in, and to, I keep saying collaborations, but I guess I'm hanging out with people more, but I'm not really doing so much like actual sit down talks, collaborations, but I think I should, probably. But the next big goal is probably 20,000. I'm so grateful that I even got this far, to be honest. I didn't expect it, you know, but clearly you guys think I'm somewhat interesting, so thank you for that. I'm not going to turn this into a soppy moment, but you guys being here has opened up so many doors and opportunities for me. And I've met some of you, and I've met people through this channel, And without that exposure, without you guys watching me and like liking my videos and like subscribing, my voice, stop it, Cornyco, you're not gonna cry. I wouldn't be here today. No, I don't mean like, not, I'd be on this earth. I just wouldn't be in this position today. So, I just want to take this time to thank you guys, sincerely. I'm getting emotional. Stop. Seriously. Half of the reasons I can do these things and have this journey is because of you guys. So I'm really, really appreciative. And when I say I do love you, like when I say fight a gun, but take peace and love, like I mean that shit, man, because, you know, you make me want to continue. You give me hope that, and you're really nice people. You're not like, I've seen some communities and they're a complete mess and I'm like, ugh, I'd hate to be like, no, thank you. I like my little community right here. Thank you very much, you know? And I hope that more of us good ones can come and stay and feel like this is home and a cozy place. And yeah, but just thanks, guys. Let me finish this damn cake and get off. The cake could have been better, but it wasn't terrible. I'd give it maybe a 6.5 to 7. Bento, 10 out of 10. Way better than last year's. Glad I chose it. And it even beat Kyoken, actually, I think. Yeah, better than Kyoken too. So, success! If I got any food in my mouth, I'm so sorry. Look, I eat, okay? I really do eat. Being said, guys, yeah, once again, thank you so much for your support and love. And just always being there for me. And like, having my back when these bitches come in my face and try and tell me that I don't have self-love. Oh yeah. Just want you to know, regardless whether I'm on YouTube or not, I will always be that bitch, okay? Don't get it twisted. I have the confidence to sit down and talk to you guys about things that maybe put me in a bad light, that maybe don't seem so right, seem so great, all right, that maybe isn't like the most happy, perfect, wonderful, aesthetic part of life, but shit happens in life, all right? There's shit people, and sometimes I can behave out of character. Sometimes I do shit things. I'm a human, all right? And the fact that I have the confidence to sit down and share these sides, these negative, terrible, nasty sides that I experience or show or witnessed, whatever, I have confidence, all right? I do love myself. It's crazy that I have to sit here. I don't have to prove myself. I really don't. But it just annoys me because it's like people probably want a reaction and I give them. But I just need people to simmer down, calm the fuck down. I love myself. I have been loving myself. Whether I was, or things that they don't like and want to change, that's fine. That's normal. That's human. I can't say I 100% love myself every day, but I do love who I am, and I always have, and I've never had a problem with that. And I have to thank my family, have to thank my friends, how I was raised. I have been blessed. My life is blessed and will continue to be blessed, and blessed people. I ain't got time to worry about people hating. The only time I got time to love others and share my love, because I love myself. And how could I love anybody else if I didn't love myself? Do you know what I mean? I am capable of that. So yeah, I don't play with, because I will always be that bitch, and I will always be loving myself regardless. If I didn't, I would not have the bravery, the audacity to sit down and tell you half the shit I do, because I got the confidence. Why? Because I know myself and I love myself. All right. So if you're not at that space, and I think people like to project how they're feeling about themselves. They're like, oh, so she must be this, she must be that. You ain't got no self-love because that happened to you. And it's like, absolutely not. I got self-love, and I want you to love yourself. And I want you to remember that you love yourself the way that I do. And that's why I have the strength and why I have the confidence and why I have the love to share these things, so you don't have to go through the same things. So you know, you have the best out of life. I've tried, the funny thing is, right, my messages have been the same all this time, and I actually made a video about self-care. Did terribly. Nobody wants to hear it, but when you put a negative story behind it, and the very end of that story is like, love yourself, don't take shit, right? Then people choose to listen. People like the negativity. They do. We all do. We love it. We love the juice. We love the gossip. We love the negativity. But the point of what I've been trying to do and share and spread, self-love, don't miss the point, boo-boo, okay? And these are to the haters. I'm gonna address you directly. Don't miss the point, all right? Love yourself, because you got too much time. You're investing way too much time into me and thinking you know me when you don't, All right, you just popped up real quick, said a little negative words, and go back to your life. All right, go back to your miserable life, and I will continue my happy one. Thank you very much. So anyways, yeah, if you haven't got self-love, I'm not going to knock you for it. Some people need to build up that thing, you know, that they've been lacking. And that's okay. It is possible. You just got to take those steps to really, really pour into yourself, whether it's fitness and health, whether it's seeing a therapist, whether it's creating friendships and healthy spaces where you feel safe to like be yourself. It will make you happier. It all contributes, you know, and it is possible to love yourself slowly. But life worth living if you don't love yourself. It's so sad. You're stuck with yourself on this earth, you know. So you really have to take good care of yourself. You really do. Because when you're born alone. When you die alone. All right. I'm not saying like you might be surrounded by family, but it's just you one dying. It's you one coming into this earth, and it's you one dying. This ain't no Notebook where you're like, oh, let's pass away at the same time. That shit don't actually, it did happen. It did happen. Within a few hours of each other, like a black couple. That was really sweet. I saw that on the Instagram reels. But even then, one died first and the other came after. Like, I'm coming after you. Like, this is getting really bleak. But it just live your life and do what's best for you. And try to love others, and love yourself. And then your life has not been wasted. You may not know what you want to do in life. You may lose direction. You may feel lonely and negative and sad. But I really do think it starts with yourself. And once you have that, you can do freaking anything you want. Cheesy as hell, but you can do anything. And then your life is fulfilled. I feel like if you love yourself, your life is like fulfilled. Unless there's other extra things you want along the way, but loving yourself is like one of the biggest and best things you can do for yourself. So don't forget who you are. No, you can always be that bitch, okay? You probably already are that bitch, and you can be that bitch too. If you don't feel like you are that bitch, I'm gonna tell you, you are that bitch. Even if you're a guy, you are that bitch. Not bitch in a negative way, but like, you can do it, okay? It's okay. Whew. I had to get that off my chest. But yeah, anyways, guys, I do love you. And I want the best for you. I want you to thrive. Let's get it. New Year's resolutions. Thrive, love myself, be healthier. I need to cut down the sugar, but I did eat this for this. Like, I have to set allotted time to eat certain things, and this covers what I've planned for. But eating less sugar is in my New Year's resolutions. Hopefully to travel more, to cut the bullshit with men, to myself, and find new opportunities and ventures financially. I think I'd like to do that next year. I think that's my goal. I might take some new little ventures. I feel in the entrepreneurial mood, you know. I hate that word, but it is what it is. But anyways, guys, yeah, I'm off. Happy holidays, happy new year, Merry Christmas. I'll see you very soon. I'm going to post very shortly, so I'll see you again soon. Hopefully you've enjoyed this, and faito, gambate, peace and love.